Oh, my goodness.
Hello.
Hello, my dear fellow.
How are you?
Paul Holmes, Television
Well,
New Zealand.
I know you were on my home screen. I can't say often enough that the year in New Zealand had a huge effect on me in many ways. It appealed to that side of me that doesn't like particularly living in a large city.
Are you coping with it all right?
Yeah, so far. I think I'm very proud of the film, and I'm proud of everyone's work, and, you know, it's great to be seeing it doing so well and being received so well.
You seem to respond very well to New Zealand when you were there. I mean, you seem to get quite into the place. Yes?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I miss it, you know. Every time I go home, or every time I go to New Zealand, it feels like home. Going back to Wellington is a wonderful feeling.
Do you enjoy New Zealand?
New Zealand is probably one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and I loved every minute of it.
Has it got enough there for you, though? I mean, did you miss the rest of the world when you were there?
No, I was surfing, bungee jumping, skydiving, snowboarding, basically having the best time of my life.
I'll be back, and I can't wait.
Good luck, Elijah Woodhouse. Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
All the best for the film.
Take care.
Bye-bye now.
All right.
Hey, Paul.
Billy.
No, I'm Dom, and this is Billy.
Oh.
Hey,
Billy.
You remind
You're
me.
Dom.
I'm Dom.
Mate,
You remind
Dominic.
me of New Zealand.
How are
You remind
you?
me of New Zealand so much.
No, you are Meriadoc. Meriadoc.
That's right.
And Billy.
And this is
Peregrine.
Yes.
Yes.
How are you? How's
Hey.
New Zealand?
New Zealand's great. Misses you,
we
though.
can't wait to get there. Can't wait to get there.
New York City, big premiere. What about this?
It's
great,
fun.
isn't it?
Great.
Why?
It's great. It's
Aye.
just like a lot of fun.
We're so proud of this film. It's a New Zealand film, really, isn't it? I mean, the money came from, California, but we're very proud of it. Should we be?
Oh, I think so. New Zealand looks absolutely stunning on camera. I think the real star of the show is New Zealand, you know. It just changes every time that the camera cuts, you know. It's brilliant. It's yourself. I'm being fondled by Sean Bean.
Every woman's dream.
It's probably the best country I've ever been to in my life, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, I've been to Russia, Africa, many, many countries. But that was the place where I found it so peaceful, the people so warm, so supportive, and I just want to go back there. I mean, you know, I think England are playing New Zealand cricket next year in
We'll
Wellington. So I want to get back there because, and I mean it. It's a very special place. It's got a special place in my heart.
Do people confuse you with Peter Jackson? Have you had this?
Yes, indeed. I claim to be Peter Jackson. In fact, I am Peter Jackson.
You've got long pants on.
I've got long pants on. That would be the giveaway, wouldn't it?
Hard work on the film?
Enormously hard work. But you guys have got a director of genius. And that's so easy for actors to say. But let me say, I have worked with a few real directors of genius, and Peter Jackson has got everything. Every single quality a director needs to do it all. And he's the first that I've ever encountered like that. If you guys were smart, you would give this man a knighthood. Why would you do that? Because it's going to cost you nothing, and because it would be a real mark of respect for a great and patriotic New Zealander who's going to do more to put your country on the map than anyone since Captain Cook.
Peter, so you are the man. You are the man. New York premiere, the works.
It's pretty exciting. I'd much prefer to be behind the camera, though. This sort of stuff isn't really me.
Let me ask you now, reaction to the film, you happy?
Yeah, very happy. You know, it's always a source of constant stress when you're making a movie. You work for years on a film and you never quite know whether people are actually going to like it or not. And it's always a good time when people are seeing it and they're saying nice things. And it sort of makes all the hard work melt away. It's exciting, it's tiring, it's stressful, it's harder than making the movie. I find this sort of stuff not the easiest thing in the world.
I hope it goes well. Thank you very much.
Paul. Thanks very much,
Bye,
Paul.
Peter.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Sean Astin.
Sean, yes.
Sean Astin.
My captain, my liege.
My hobbit.
You love him?
Very much so. Very much so.
Can you turn around so the camera can see you, Sean, please?
Sorry,
it's an old filmmaking technique.
Old filmmaking technique. Big close-up. That's the camera, Sean.
Sorry, boss.
Just remember your lines.
Yes, sir.
Do you enjoy it there?
Very much, yes. Yes. We had an absolutely beautiful time in both the North and the South Island, and all of the people were incredibly sweet to us, and I spent most of my time in Wellington, so.
You lived very quietly. I mean, nobody, you know, there was no noise. There was no terrible reputation for partying. You must have worked very hard.
I'm not a party animal. I'm completely blown away with the whole team, and particularly with Peter, with his courage and his vision, and when I saw the film for the first time, I just was floored because I had expected a lot, but not nearly as much as he actually gave us.
We have made a masterpiece, and in 20 years' time, when you look back on your top 10 favorite films, Lord of the Rings will be there.
There were times that were hard, there were times that were stressful, and you were, you know, exhausted, but there was never a time when I didn't want to be doing it.
That time in New Zealand, the sort of adventure and the journey that we traveled on to bring these stories to film was truly profound and incredible.
I just think it's just the guts and the courage for someone to take on 3 films, not just one massive epic of a classic story, but 3 films back to back.
There's never been a book like it in history. For me, it's the greatest book I've ever read.
I wanted it to be escapism. I wanted it to be an adventure that just sweeps you out of your cinema seat and takes you on a journey. I wanted it to sort of affect people like when I was 12 years old and I used to go to the movies and I just used to lose myself in the film.